And welcome back to Paddling Pool 226. I am Pat here again with Chili Boy. We are going to keep following Goat in this semi-final. They will go against the Root. And the Root, Chili, they've been doing a lot here in Paddling Pool. They've been like just beating every team that has come their way so far.
Yeah, we were just having a nosy on their kind of tournament run so far, and they are essentially undefeated. They 3-0'd in the group stages, and they've 2-0'd everybody to get to this point. So, obviously, we've just seen how scary Goat are. They've been denying us some game threes, which is tragic, after we've had game three kind of central this evening. But the Root, looking to be very, very scary, looking to hold their own, and they're going to have a really good opportunity to get some really rich experience versus Goat here, because we're opening up on Clan Blitz Flounder. I actually love this map mode combination. Don't know if everyone feels the same, but yeah, I love this map mode combo. And then after that, it is Counter Pick City in a best of 5. So both these teams have a chance to really feel each other out and then adapt accordingly. So yeah, got high hopes for this set, Pat.
Yeah, high hopes, but honestly, I don't know how I feel about Clan Blitz Flounder. Flounder has grown on me. I like it now, but Clan Blitz, it's like... once you have that control of top mid, you have like so much advantage, and if you open the basket with a good push, you can cause so much damage, and it's so hard to come back from that. Both of these teams are going to show us like how it's done, I guess, but I'm not sure what's going to happen. And,
it is, yeah. The steamroll potential is big. Oh, sorry, go on.
No, you do.
I was just thinking what you're saying there, the steamroll potential is really big. I would say that is a downside. I'm quite interested that we only have one slosher kind of per team, the Try and Nouveau respectively. And Go actually losing 3 players here, so the Root are going to have the first opportunity. Maybe they will be showing us how it's done, Pat. This is what we wanted to see. Clearly coming out swinging, showing us how they've made it this far. So very different compositions, and I'm really excited to see the super jump application post buff on a map this big. But the Root looking strong here.
Yeah, very, very good. And both teams like answering, and right now it's Goat getting a wipeout on the Root. Like both of these teams are just going at each other, and the Goat right now with the ball, they're going to open the basket. They don't have that many clams though, so that's going to probably be it for that push. Unless, they manage to get a few more picks, and that's the deal with all that height advantage. You can get these fights going your way, and you can keep the basket open even if you don't have clams, apparently.
Against a normal team, this push would have been over about 20 seconds ago, but when it's Goat, they just keep finding a way. I can't believe the situation that we're managing to get picks in there. At the speed of the conversion, once they got the numbers, was really impressive. But then what was so impressive about that was managing to just capitalize on that further. Like right now, Pat, as you were saying, Goat have control of the top mids, and it's Root struggling here to start to find a way out. They are going to get a pick. They should be able to catch Eclipse on the jump, but might struggle given the dualies movement. They're having to step back a bit here, but the Root have a little bit of breathing room now to get back some control. They've got 3 minutes on the clock, so they just need to ground themselves, get a couple of picks, stay coordinated together. It's totally recoverable to get back from that push, but it's a very good statement from Goat.
Yeah, very much a recoverable thing, but right now, the Root, they need things going their way, and they need things going their way big if they want to get back in, and that control over top mid is how you start, and with the crab tank at the ready, I expect the Root to do things Okami says no! Okami doesn't want anything to happen right now, and give like just full control, and that's a quad! Okay! This is a carbon map, if you were wondering. This is a very good map for the carbon deco.
Oh, Okami, they're just squid kids. Have some mercy. What is going on? Okami just on a world tour around Flounder Heights there, just slapping everybody down along the way, taking out a crab tank like it's a fly on the wall. And look at this, Pat. The basket is still open. The push to 23. That is now a much, much bigger mountain for the Root to climb with minimal time on the clock. And they're getting really discombobulated here underneath the pressure that Goat keep applying. That was absolutely disgusting showcase from Okami of how good the Carbon Deco can be here.
Yeah. Yeah, and Goat, like, just every time the route has had something going their way, some control of top mid, some clams, something like there has been someone for Goat to really stop things from happening and absolutely reverse the momentum. And right now, the route, they need that momentum to go their way because there's just about a minute left and the route has no points on the board.
Yeah, and not just that, but Goat setting up again here. They might have lost a player, but here comes out the super jump, which has been doing fantastic work this game at creating that distraction, creating that opening and applying that pressure. But if you look, they've also got 16 clams at the ready, so the Goat are looking like they're set up here to aggress further. It looks like the Root are just really struggling to get the control they need to even begin to think about doing a coordinated push. They do have a power clam at the ready, but they're going to need so much more than that. And when Okami can just hit the delete button the second you're in range, what are you supposed to do, Pat?
Well, you are supposed to stop Okami and get free splat onto Goat. The Roots are finally they were so close to the basket and now they're moving back again, but just 15 seconds left on the clock. And the Roots, they're almost there. They got the picks, they've got 3 picks, and they got the clams. They just need to get in right here, right now. And this is like the overtime push that's going to happen right now. What? Oh, they didn't have...
no!
They had 7 clams, but not the super clam.
That is...
to make the super clam.
That is a tragedy. I thought they were going to just convert into the power clam right there and then and go and begin that overtime push, Pat. But I feel that is the second time now we've seen a match where Goat caused so much carnage throughout the match that their opponents just about get the breathing room to make a push at the end, and it's just a little bit too late to convert into anything major. So rough start there. Just rough for the Root under the basis that I think the Goat are just so consistent. Once they had that momentum, all game. And the Root, to be fair to them, they did a good job of hanging in there. They did a good job of recovering back into mid, but they then couldn't get that second bit of conversion that allowed them to get really deep into Goat's territory. So maybe it's the map mode combination. There might be an opportunity for them to counter pick here to really assert more dominance. But yeah, that was an intense match.
Yes, and the Roots chose to counterpick Hagglefish Market on flat zones. A very like classical thing, very classical map mode going, and you can expect like after, as you said, like all the momentum going the Goat's way. You want a mental reset. You want a map that you know so well, and Hagglefish Market is a map that everybody knows so well. And probably a good map to defeat like a sneaky carbon that likes to abuse ledges.
Well, we've been here for some time now, Pat, haven't we? We're used to commentating paddling on a Wednesday or Triton on a Friday, and as we have kind of established with the counter pick meta, when in doubt, Hagglefish zones seems to be the philosophy that the Splatoon 3 community abide by, and it always makes for an entertaining game. So if nothing else, we're gonna get more of that. But I agree, it's a great place to go to. There's so many options in terms of flanking. I would be very scared of Okami here, though, for kind of reasons we've just seen. But given what the Root were using as a composition as well, there's lots of opportunities to make things work. And if we look at what they've gone for, they have whipped the E-liter out, which is a very, very nice choice. So they'll probably set up on the tent, apply some nasty pressure. And they've gone for Inkjet spam with the Nova as well.
Yeah, an E-liter and a Nova on the same team. And that E-liter has respawn Punisher, by the way. They're going to send you back to spawn for quite some time if they get you. Toyoben with the Junior. With the bubble on the zone. That's quite a way to open, but it looks like the Root is going to get the first fight. It's just Eclipse on the side of Goat, just trying to stay alive with the Scorches.
Yeah, I liked Toyoben's bubble placement. It did allow for that initial cap from Goat, but such a good response from the Root. They took their time in those opening engagements and got a brilliant numbers advantage. But look at the buffed Zuka! Destroying and deleting people in a way like it never has before, and with Toyoben's bubbling now deeper into the Root's side of the zone, that is going to allow Goat to get some momentum back here, get some really nice map control, get a sense of where the route are, and try and capitalize further. So looking like Goat want to respond with equal aggression that they've been met with. But beautiful shot there by the E-liter to stop that Jet doing more damage.
Yeah, that Jet won't do any more damage, but Goat is still in position on the zone. Oh, never mind! It looks like the Root is looking to paint it and get back that control, but they lose 2 players in the process and they're about to lose another. Oh, it's a wipeout, and Goat, now they have what they want. The zone is painting their color and they can just get right in. Look at Phoenix. Phoenix is on the glass and just trying to establish as much aggressivity, just as much trouble for the Root as possible.
And now the question you've got to be asked is, where are they hiding? Where are they sharking? Where are they ready to just delete you the second you extend too far? The end ends up doing a good job here of getting it into place and pressure. And 3 go down. It is only Okami left. I say only Okami. We've seen that they can solo a team, but the Root are going to get a recap here. Really good recovery, to be honest, because that was looking a pretty damning situation. And yeah, the map looking a little bit friendlier for the Root to have some movement options, but just as I say that, Goat responding with a quick penalty of their own.
Yeah, it looks like Goat is already back in there, and as you said, there was still Okami, and Okami didn't get a quad in that opportunity, but they managed to really keep some attention from the Root and gave the time for the rest of Goat to get back in the game and contest the zone right away. The Roots are in control of the zone and they have numbers advantage right now. They're in a very good spot to get rid of that penalty and score some points, get back to that lead and try to beat it.
And really lovely play from the Nova there on the right hand side. I love how they've got the mines down in mid to make the zone harder to take, but what I loved about that is they were really using their range and painting to apply pressure on the right hand side and just bide time to allow for the rest of Root to be aggressive with the zone. They are making some meaningful progress here. They have lost their splash. They are going to get a penalty. But I've got to say, Pat, the Root have a lot more fight in them than we saw in Game 1. And I think there is potential for them to take this if they can just hold out, keep the consistency, and get some of these powerful retakes that we've seen over the last couple of minutes.
Yeah, the Root able to get some momentum. Just a little bit not enough right now, and Goat are looking to just extend their lead right now. They don't have any penalty left and they are just scoring some points. And with the Root, with their zap down, they need to mount a push right here, right now, and they don't have any special to do so at the ready. Oh yeah, a jetpack actually, but they need to paint the zone right now. It's just a few points away, and that's going to be game 2 going to Goat.
So much potential from the Root there to take that game. I think just slight issues when it came to kind of the retake or responding quick enough to shut down when Goat were making offensive plays. And what I'm loving as well is just seeing the super chump usage, because we haven't really seen much of that pre-patch, but Eclipse just knows where to launch them all and nowhere is safe. You saw a super chump there land on the tent, which now has a much more effective kind of high damage radius, and it also floods the enemy plat, so it's not just time consuming to kind of deal with, but it also forces people out of certain positions, and I think that was causing a bit of trouble there for the Root to retake control. But they had some very, very good offensive moments there. They did manage to get a numbers advantage on multiple occasions. I'm seeing why they've made it this far, and I'm seeing how they could take games from Goat here if they can just calm themselves and just slightly tighten up that gameplay when it comes to the retakes.
Yeah, but now the Root they're back to the wall. They are one game away from being done with this tournament, because this is single elimination. This is for all the marbles as far as the Root is concerned. This is their tournament life, and we are now waiting on their final counter pick.
Such a scary position to be in, to be on tournament stock, knowing that you've got one more chance to make something happen. They're probably really taking the time to contemplate here based on their flashes of brilliance this set so far, thinking about, okay, where is it we can go that can shut down what they're doing. They know Okami is going to be carbon no matter where they go, They're seeing kind of Eclipse really commit to the custom dually squelcher today and make it work on every map mode so far. So they're likely thinking how to work around Goat's build. But given how consistent Goat have been at responding to like such a diverse range of situations this evening, I don't know if anywhere's safe, Pat, to be honest.
Yeah. Any counter pick you do against Goat is going to be a risky counter pick. And speaking of risk, we're going to go with Rainmaker on Scorch Gorge.
Oh my gosh. Scorch Gorge for your tournament start counter pick. That is brave, especially on Rainmaker, I would say, where the steamroll potential is ridiculous. But I guess in the same fashion, it takes one mistake to make a big comeback. So maybe it's a bit of a YOLO. Maybe it's a bit of a, we'll just go, we'll hit the chaos button and we'll just see what happens. I like it. It's a brave choice, if nothing else.
I think, like, you are completely right when you say they are going with the chaos pick. This is a map where a good advantage can give you a checkpoint, and then you have the advantage while pushing, and you just need, like, a good squid ball to go through a few extra shots and you get a very, very good lead. So this is a very good map mode to create a surprise. And a surprise right now is what the Root needs, because they have been like absolutely completely like even though they were getting the fights, they were like maintaining the pace. They were just tiny bit behind every time, and that was like always like that extra little bit that was missing for them. And right now, like that's what they need.
I think we might be having slight robo sound effects, so apologies, folks, if that's the case. I'm sure Brownie will deal with that. Nice and quick for us. Oh, we're back. That's good. Thanks for the confirmation there, Ashams. Looking at compositions as we go into this. That's tragic, Pat, because I just realised we've just lost all your analysis over the last minute or so there. So you might want to get those thoughts back in there as we go back into this. But Phoenix whipping out the 96 deco here, which I think really nice choice actually. Kraken on a map that's quite flat, quite wide and open, can force people out of their comfort zone. It will tear through those ink mines, for example. So it's going to be really interesting to see how they apply it. 3 players going down, 20 seconds in. Goat with a slight numbers advantage. Tactical are juiced up, using that to try and aggress into territory, and that inkjet getting shut down. So beautifully, so quickly, and Okami flailing to get the checkpoint, but somehow being denied.
Yeah, Okami so close from that checkpoint, but just keeping the checkpoint, it means they get an extra push before. Okay, what? Oh, there's still no checkpoint, just making sure that checkpoint is not taken is such a time win for the Root right now, and that's what you want to have, like just stop the bleeding before the checkpoint is so good for them.
Yeah, if they can force a reset here, that'll be a fantastic outcome, which they have managed to do. They've done extremely well to hold on there, but you can see the damage. They are wounded, Pat. They are losing ground in their base. The map is opening up to create a safe route. That is going to be the checkpoint, very, very promptly taken. 2 picks down for the Goat, but also losing 2 plays themselves. Nice awareness to know that Okami was loitering there. So the Root managing to stop the bleeding briefly. 68 is nothing really, but they have not had any opportunity to get any ground in mid for a good minute now.
But the Goat, they are back in there. They are back on the attack, and it's just the Kraken and the Scorch is right now. They are. The Rainmaker has been stopped, but the Goat, they're just like keeping the game completely onto the Root's side of the map, and they are pushing right now, making again like just one lunge, and you make so many points at that point.
I wonder if we're going to see a knockout. We get a wipeout. I think they might do it. They're going for the full charge, using a wall. The nice movement with the squid roll, but being denied by the dunk on 1. Frames away from closing out the set. there and then trying to do a cheesy, getting denied. But oh, what an uphill battle the Root have at this point.
Yeah, the Root has to fight just... Are they trying to reset the Rainmaker by waiting for it? That's so risky, but it looks like it's working for them, and they get the wipeout, and they grab the Rainmaker right away, and might as well not reset it and just move forward. It looks like the Root, they finally found their groove, but they have yet to score any points. That's it. They're out of their spawn, and they're looking to score, get that first checkpoint. And again, Chili, the surprise is always possible, and the Root, they need to get a KO, but they got the first step towards that, and that was the checkpoint.
Oh, and as soon as you said surprise there, Okami just pops out of nowhere and slaps people down. He's back again trying to do it. It's being shut down, so hold on a minute. If they can pick this up here, stop the Rainmaker resetting, they have a chance to make progress. They have lost 2 players on GOAT, so Root here trying to take advantage of what this map can bring. Getting more picks here. Tactical the juice up to make quick recoveries if there's trades. Shutting down Eclipse as well, so it's scrappy, it's messy, it isn't easy, but the Root are making some quite meaningful progress here, and they've got another minute just to see if they can make it happen.
Yeah, the Root managing to make GOAT bleed, but that's not enough right now. They have a minute to get back in there. And they managed to get a push, they managed to get in. And right now it's on GOAT to really reset that Rainmaker and get back on the offensive. So we'll see if the Root is able to really repeat that that push that they managed to get.
And it's quite interesting choices from GOAT here in the sense that, you know, they've pushed to 1. There is no incentive in them trying to force any deeper into the Root's territory, but they are still playing offensively enough to keep the pressure up, which I really, really like. But they also know you have to come to us. You have to play offensively to have any chance of taking this game, and we can just punish you for overextending. And that is how they're choosing to play it. Toyo Ben totally making the right decision here and just sitting back in an incredibly uncomfortable position, making it impossible for the Root to get a push going off the back of this. So they are going to have a chance to stop the Rainmaker, but there's just the Nova alive. The Nova will not be popping the Rainmaker because you cannot pop the Rainmaker from the grave. And GOAT there, 3-0, showing why they're the #1 seed. But the Root, I think, as I say, flashes of brilliance throughout this, showing that they didn't fluke it in making it this far. And again, I think they can be very proud of how they've played. They've just gone up against 4 absolute titans.
Yeah, that's going to be game 3 for the GOAT. They will go into a final where they will meet the Booyah Gang. We will see that right after a very, very short break. Don't go anywhere.